If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 45 on second down, Mariota. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific covers where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Yellow, I go Lou lady. 56. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 57.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes eluding the... And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Jim.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He completes this one to Mack. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so When they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They go play fake. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold him to 3. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that.
In position.
How many times did we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check, Mike 21, Mike 21, Mike 21. Push him back. 49, 49, check
3-0
49.
after 1 on EA Sports. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trey Flowers, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Johnson. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, D.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, he'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And here we go again.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Saquon Barkley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you enter the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Topper!
Back to throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Right, check back 21. I'm here all day. You kill it, motion me out. Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, watch the slap.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. The 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19 and an unlikely first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now Jackson on 1st down. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Jackson will throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more. And Ingram hauls it in. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Henderson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Lions have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Throwing deep for Galladay. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first, this from 41. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's John with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Fielded about a yard deep. That's where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. He's gripping.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Hey, check, check. Check. Lucky. Hey, stand off. 2.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. After the sack on first down, Jackson finds his tight end Ingram. 22 yards there, a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man right side is Ingram. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That's caught. It's Malone. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Josh Malone, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Hey, Charlie!
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Ready up. 50, yeah, let's get set lunch.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Recon, 152 fighter.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Safe back at the 45-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd down, it's Henderson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He may try and run for this. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check, Mike 21. Hey, they're scared, they're scared. Check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check, Mike 21. Jackson
from the shotgun. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 41. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. You draw Corker.
There's a 20th carry for Johnson. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick here is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
They'll go to Barkley again. 7 yards there and a first down. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. On first down, it's Henderson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 3, second down. Again, it's Henderson. And he's taken down inside the 30. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Barkley. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
I got you. Hey, go. Check Mike 21. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, check Mike 21.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Trey Flowers, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And a cutback right sideline. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try to ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 14. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions. Offense a ton.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw Mariota. They will find Davis. That's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll get 5 on the dump off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3, 1.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. They'll run it. It's Mack. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flushed from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Chris Jones in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota uncorks one for Davis. And this will be caught at the 30.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mariota now to throw on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. To try again after the sack. Mariota. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Brown, complete. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A first down carry for Henry. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 59 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Seattle Seahawks. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike 5-5, Mike 52, jet, over. 22, jet, over.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That good for 22 and a first down. Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spelling them in the offensive backfield.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll find Paris Campbell, that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 33.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. There's Wilson to throw. He's got Lockett. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other bats in the league.
Good evening,
On first down.
Good evening.
Hubbard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second
How
and
we
8.
looking at that?
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as it's going to be made.
So in case any of y'all missed it, we just watched the 5 and 6 Lions take care of that 16-0 problem everybody was panicking and worrying about. No need to worry no more unless Max slips up. Man, how we living though? Woo. Oh, Al, feel good, baby. It feel good, Al.
Lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Jackson steps away to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
I'm going to enjoy this one for a little bit. I might wait till full last possible day of the next week to play. That's sad. I'm going to thoroughly enjoy this one.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
All right, I'm out. I just want to spread a little Dev Nat cheer to everybody. Down goes Al. Down goes Al.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop him from the 1 back to the 2. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Play action. Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to sling this deep down. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Littleton, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go,
They go play action now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down, Baltimore.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Jim.
Hey, Sam off. Look at me. Zip. Go.
Back to throw now on first down. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First down, Raven.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after
Hey, box drop. Roll out. Yeah. Ready?
They'll drop the throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Hey, Delta.
Watch twins.
Yo, go.
Looking to throw. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Penny. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Penny, a first down carry. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. This is McCaffrey. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The 30. 20, and it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. McCaffrey following the penalty. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
50, plant. Two-jet bombers. Two-jet bombers. Hey, orbit.
2nd and 13. And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. But now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Come get some. Come on, come get some. Here, one. Check. Cross.
Go.
Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field. Definitely
a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football, Doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Wilson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Check, 14.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. To throw is Wilson on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%. That's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run it again with Penny. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And an alley to run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
He'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Hey, shoot.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 13.
They run it with Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
General West.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers. as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Look at me. Go.
Here's McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
You got to be ready. Rock it. Check 3. Ready?
Now back to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Fair. Hey.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left sideline. It's complete. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter does this, all that puts on sweatpants or
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And I think this defense was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 2nd down, it's Hubbard, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Tucker's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. One possession game, time very much a factor How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Rolling to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with time running out as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
No. Hey, Delta.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Not here.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. It's our time.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them to 3-9.
Against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
That's the way.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Philip Dorsett by himself. Touchdown, Washington. Philip Dorsett, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Here we go.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Now Garoppolo. Oh, he shifts past him. Gets it to Gordon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go. 180, flag.
On first down, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Look at me, zipper. Pilot, 64, weak. Bravo. Get it.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some. 2nd and 13.
56.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, able to successfully complete that one.
Here we go. 180. 21. Here we go. Check that.
Now Gordon on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. 180.
56. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Tighten up.
Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Here we go.
The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
21.
56, Mike, 56.
Let's go, D. Hey, Alpha.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Hey.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On the set.
Watch time. Tight end run. Four down.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And an alley to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 10-2 soft.
56. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Alert 3.
Ready.
Here's Geis. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
Good job, D. Good job.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
3rd and 7.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Tight ends on the Ringo. We got 4.
Hey, exit.
We got 4.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here we go.
Second and 9 now from the 21. To throw, it's Garoppolo. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Here we go.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the ready.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Big stop, let's go.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Okay, ready?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They're going to look to throw. Dorsett making the catch. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The
here we go.
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, it told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Here we go,
This
here we go.
offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Switch. Hey, check 24. Watch Check 31, check 31.
21, 21.
A toss play, Gordon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 26.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Garoppolo now. 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here we go. 180.
59. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run with Geis. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Single, I got a single in the slot,
That one caught out wide by Boykin. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Set, ready, 30 base.
Watch that in,
Hey, echo.
Edward, we got 4. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Get him. Slam.
Go. Ready?
Now a handoff. Geis going right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
This is Love. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
56.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50, the 40, 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Hey, Charlie.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Garoppolo looks to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Let's go, let's go.
Hey, wahoo!
53, Mike 53.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the double.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Go, go.
Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Got it.
Strong right. Strong right.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
5.
2nd and 11. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Check 53, I got you. I got you.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check, check. 21, 21. Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Hit it.
56, Mike, 56. Don't get nervous. Jim.
Ready?
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Ready? 70, Indy.
56. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Here we go. Set. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Now.
On 1st down, here's Love. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Get ready.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Let's get some penetration.
61, matchbox light.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run with Love. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a run with Geis. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8
How's
ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys...
And oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Let's go, baby.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Complete to Dorsett. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Tight ends right.
Look at me. Sure. Go. Spot.
Back to throw here. Dorsett's got it. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Geis. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Here we go. 18 Gator. 56. Come on, the ball. Let's go.
Geis with a carry on second down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Hey, Zoo. Ready.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Slam. One, Omaha. 65. 50 behind.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
On the set.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch
Leo.
Check. He's crashed.
Hey, high 7. Now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
No.
Hey, lock it. Deep him.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Miles Boykin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little... Now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready, and he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Reuben Foster picks it. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Double time. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Watch 9.
Shoot.
They'll run on first down. Love. The tackle there by John Johnson.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go now. 60 yards.
56. Watch the screen.
Hit it.
Here's Love again. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The Redskins on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. It'll be Love to try and get the first.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Bryce Love.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D.
This is Gordon. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just
11.
It's just me and you. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Gets it to Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Garoppolo now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
11. Don't let him breathe.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go. Wait,
No. I got him.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here we go. 180.
Check 53. I'm coming after you.
White. Hey, Foxtrot.
Check 53.
On first down, Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Gordon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Get him, boy.
A gain of 5 brings up second.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long?
1, Omaha.
56 to Mike.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 18. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. There's Garoppolo to throw. This is caught. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up.
Here we go.
A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Washington, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, that first win remains elusive. They drop to 0-12 now with the loss here. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Bye.